Like, what in the name of God is going on in Ottawa with the federal government and all these contract scams? Scams, scandals, thievery, graft, like just fraud, like you name it. Like, it's like I've covered this before, but I got to keep going on it because it's driving me out of my mind. Okay. Look, we're doing contracts with people in Ottawa, with the federal government's giving contracts to people, contracts to little companies, contracts. By the way, we have grown the actual employee group in the federal government to the largest, and I don't want to listen to the whole story about, the population's grown, so we got to grow all these employees. Well, okay. That's grown far more than the population. The percentages are off the charts about how many people are in the government now. And yet there's more and more and more contracting, and it's turning out to be more and more and more crooked. Look, we had the Arrive scam. A couple of the yahoos blew up $2.3 million budget into $60 million. Nobody knows where the money went. Oh, it went over here, went over there. We don't know. Turns out one of those guys is in the Panama Papers. One of those guys is famous in a scandal about offshore accounts. The money's going to Aruba and Panama and friggin' Caymans and everywhere. I don't know if that's, does that sound straight to you? Does that sound not crooked to you? It sounds crooked to me. All right, we got the Auditor General had to fire 3 people in her own department. They were employees who were doing contract work on the side. Hey, what's going on here? They're the actual auditors, and they found a way to cheat the system. A little worrisome, right? Now, just now again, another $5 million of pure fraud, pure fraud. Couple of people fired, pure fraud on the contracts. They were doing nothing, getting $5 million. What's going on in Ottawa? What the hell's going on? Now, first of all, most important, I don't believe that this is the cabinet. I don't believe that this is Trudeau and Friedland and all those ministers doing this. I don't believe that. I believe there's definitely a massive competence audit, checks and balances issue. I don't believe any of those cabinet ministers, I don't mean anybody who's actually running the government at the cabinet level, is on the take. I don't believe it, okay? People I'm going to get 1,000 comments to say, no, you're wrong, they're all on the take. But, not like that. Not like brown envelopes full of cash. Not like pure fraud. I believe this is an incredible lack of competence issue, lack of controls, lack of common sense, a tradition of just half-baked thievery and completely don't care. And I guess we can hire whoever we want for contracts. We do whatever we want. It's not our money. We'll just piss it away. That's all the management group in the government, all of the bureaucrats in the government. And when I brought this up online in other forums, I got this blast of reporting back that, oh no, I can tell you how crooked the contract thing is. Not just about fraud, but about complete waste, like disintegration. Like anybody could take a contract once they get it, start to add change orders and just keep upping the money and upping the money and upping the money because the change orders just get approved at the end of the day. Or worse yet, the people within the government, the actual employees, start asking for changes to the digital work or the IT work or whatever the case may be, change the program. Oh, well, that's a change order. That's another $1 million. Like, so help me God, if we've got the biggest employee group that we've ever had in the history of Canada, the biggest number of federal employees, the biggest public service that we've ever had. By the way, take the CRA, quick, for instance, covered it before. CRA per capita, we have 3.5 times as many people working for CRA on a per capita basis than the IRS in the United States. Yeah, they can manage their whole collection of income tax with 1/3 or less the people than we do. Less than 1/3, okay? But just a second, all these contracts, I ask people, why are there all these contracts? Oh, because we don't have enough people in government, that we don't have employees in government, employees in the different departments that have adequate skills to do the work, so we get contractors who are highly skilled. Well, can we not hire these people as just employees? Why can't we hire skilled employees? Why can't we hire people with enough tech background, digital understanding, app building people. We should be able to hire some people, right? Oh no, those people are very special and we can't, you have to stop it. I don't believe you. I believe the CIA in the States can actually hire and put people on the payroll. They don't have to get contractors who are the finest code breakers in the world, the masterminds of hacking. I believe we can hire people to do this work. We don't have to contract everybody. Maybe a few, but not the jillions of contracts we're handing out and all the fraud and all the BS that's just our taxpayers' money is getting lit on fire. Finally, is it corrupt? Are some people on the take? Again, I said, I don't believe the top of the government is on the take. I just don't believe it. But I believe there may be a cadre of middle management people, of bureaucrats, of people at the top layer of the bureaucracy. Something could be wrong. Like, it just can't be so common that there's so much graft. How can a $2.3 million budget go to $60 million? How could $5 million just go missing? How can auditors be actually doing forbidden work? Like, how is that even possible? And by the way, the actual minister, Jean-Yves Duclos, said, we think there's about another 10 or so of these we're just working on right now. There might be another 5 or 10. We're just not sure. Not corruption, but profound incompetence. Something has to be done here. Call the cops, arrest people, make it serious, make it so serious that nobody would think of doing graft in government again. Because if it's just catch and release, if there's no jail time, no nothing, you're just fired, why not keep doing it?